Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cherub, and this is the Diablo Daily number 2. So I got a lot of feedback from the community last night, and I've decided to kind of change the format up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit more like a podcast, more casual. It'll be about news, but it'll be more like a conversational type of news, not a strict, oh here's the news and here's the actual facts and stuff, because I think there's plenty of outlets out there for that as well. So I think this is just going to be an opinion kind of thing. It's going to be quick and easy, and since it's going to be daily, it won't be every day, because I have a life somewhere, you know, I do have a life. And I do this as a hobby. It's not like I'm making money. So I would like to go over probably a couple of things each cast, and pretty much be kind of a short thing. And then, of course, I'll always post on my channel all kinds of fun things that I find, and you guys can check them out. So, also, when the beta comes out, and if I get it, everything's going to be evolving and everything's going to be changing, and the channel will become more like a place for me to put my games. I will be recording every second of the game that I play. I'll be analyzing every aspect of the game and bring you extensive coverage on the game once I get it. So for this Diablo Daily, I don't want to go over any news because you're starting to get to know me. You're starting to become used to these podcasts and stuff. So I just want to talk about what makes Diablo so damn compelling. Why is it that we keep coming back for more? What is it about the franchise that is so captivating for all my friends and all of the people I used to know? I mean, Diablo 2 came out forever ago. It was 2000 and then 2001, and then before that it was 1997. So that was a long time ago. To still, after all this time, want to play Diablo 2 or Diablo 3 or just play the franchise. So there are a number of factors, and I've thought about it before. It could be just the fact that the loot is so awesome in Diablo 2. The loot was so specifically unique. It was like the loot was always interesting when you found it. But it had to be more than the loot. It was also just the atmosphere of the game, the darkness, the idea that you could go out there and find something you've never seen before and try to kill it, and then you would die. It was a very difficult game too. It wasn't easy when you first started. I know for most of us now we have these strategies that we use, and we can always go back to the internet to find them, but the game was pretty difficult when it first came out. I know for some people the story was part of the driving factor for them, but personally I never really got into it very much, and I don't think that Diablo 2 lent itself to good storytelling simply because they dropped you in the game and you fucking played it, you know? I mean, I didn't even know there was an intro cinematic until I had played the game for a while and figured out, oh, you can click a little button to find cinematics from the past. So the game itself is not a story-driven game. It's a game-driven game. They want you to have fun chopping up zombies and blowing up people with your axe. You know, it's supposed to be a game first, like all of Blizzard's franchises. It's a game first, and then you tell a story. But it's so much more than that, even. There's skills that the skill combinations that you can make for your character to make them unique. There was endless replayability because you were always trying to get to level 99. And the trading back then was so fun. Like, I remember going on those chat channels and spamming every day to try to get the loot that I wanted. And in fact, I actually kind of liked the system that the players created, where Stones of Jordans, or SOJs as they were called, were the thing to get. I mean, those were basically the currency because gold didn't matter. And I think that was kind of unique to any game that I'd ever played before. And it was a player-driven economy. There was no question about that. And I think that made the game itself quite unique. And of course, just going out into the world and blowing up things is just a hell of a lot of fun. The game was very difficult. It still is fairly difficult, if you ask me. If you actually start to try to play a sorceress and you don't know much about the game, you're going to be pretty hell-bent when you get to hell, because there's immunities. You've got to learn how to balance the different kinds of spells you have, and it's still a very difficult game. I don't care. There's some people who've debated with me before about how Diablo 2 is an easy game. It's not. It's a very hard game. If you've never played it before, yeah. And even if you have played it before, it's still very hard if you don't have any loot to back you up. It's still very difficult. So I want to go ahead and end today's Diablo Daily, but I want to go ahead and get some feedback from you guys. Please post in the comments about what you'd like to see on my channel, what you would like for the Diablo Daily to be, and also, most importantly, I'd like to know why it is that Diablo is so awesome to you. Why is it that you want to play Diablo 3 so damn badly like I do?
Pork chop sandwiches!